Hello everybody. Uh, till now we have taken the problems 11 problems of the circular motion of your standard 12th. Now further we will take uh, problem number 12. Then in this what happens? A loop the loop car run down in an inclined plane. This is a car which is moving in an inclined plane and then inside a circular track. If the car was initially the car's state was here at a point A, it start the car starts the uh, it's traveling from point A to an inclined plane and then in a circular track round completely to the point D. Okay, and then inside the circular track 4 meter in diameter making a complete turnover. So neglecting the friction between, find the minimum height above the top of the circular track from which the car must be released. Okay, we have to find the uh, neglecting the friction. We have to find the height of the cart of this cart uh, from which it should be released and it should not get any harm. So in this diagram we can see that this cart is starting from here, it is traveling and then at point B here. So from A, B, C and then D, the radius is here. It is given as a circular radius inside the is 4 meter. Sorry, inside is 4 meter, and then if we consider the V is the velocity of the car at A point and R is the radius of the circular track. Then considering the equation mv square upon r is equal to mg, or v square is equal to r into g. Okay, so if we consider the potential energy is decreased from A, B, C, D, there will be increase in the kinetic energy. Okay, equal in gain in kinetic energy. A to D, A to D, if there is a decrease in potential energy, okay, then to gain in kinetic energy, okay, decrease in potential energy from A to D, okay, decrease in potential energy from A to D equal to the gain in kinetic energy. Then this mgh is equal to 1 by 2 mv square. Then v square is equal to twice gh. So this v square is value is substituted here. Then we get rg, because here now g, here 1 by 2 and here twice gh. This will be equal to h by 2, because g and this g will be cancelled, will be getting cancelled, and then we will get as h is equal to r by 2, means the card should be released without neglecting the friction. The card should be released by the height with the height of h is equal to r by 2, means whatever the radius we are taking radius and divided by 2. Suppose height is taken as 1 and radius as a since 2 meter we are taking, suppose. This is the um, answer to this question. Next, we will see the canonical pendulum question. Now for the next question we are going to study here 13, question number 13. So what is going on here we will see. A canonical pendulum has a length of 1 meter. Okay, a canonical pendulum is there. Its length is 1 meter and a bob of mass m. Here is this is the canonical pendulum and its length is L here and its mass is m, which is this is the mass m bob of this is the bob and its mass is m and its force is acting downwards, that is mg. Okay, and mass is 100 grams is suspended from it to when a bomb is set swinging in a horizontal circle. When this bomb is taken and then left of the mass, if we are left taking it in this side at length of this length 1 meter length and then swing lifting the bob, then it is moving in a horizontal circle. Okay, to which when is set swinging in a horizontal circle, it makes 10 revolution in 15 seconds. It makes what it makes 10 revolutions in 15 seconds. Then what we have to do now, we have to find the radius. Okay, find the radius of the circular path and the tension in the thread. Okay, first we have to find the radius and then tension in the thread. For that we have to find theta. So what is the time period of the canonical pendulum? We know what it is. T is equal to 2 pi L cos theta upon G. Under root of L cos theta upon G is the time period of the canonical pendulum. Here we are given that T is 1.5 second. Okay, and L is the 1 meter. Okay, time period is given and length is given. So substituting this value in this formula, 1.5 is equal to 2 pi into under root of L is 1 here cos theta and G is 9.8. This will become cos theta here and 9.8 into here, this will be into multiplied by this will be 2.25 upon divided by 4 pi square. Okay, then which is equal to 0.091 cos theta of 0.0591. Then finding the in the logbook, we are finding in the logbook cos of this, then theta will be 56 degree. Okay, now we have to find the radius. What is the radius we have to find now? Also we have sine of sine theta of r upon L. Okay, which is equal to r into L sine theta. Okay, then which is equal to 1 into sine theta. Then radius will be 1 into 0.829 0 is equal to 0.829 meter. This is the value of radius. Now the tension in the thread we have to find. Now we have to find the tension in the thread. What it is? What is the tension in the thread is T double dash cos of theta is equal to mg and T theta is equal to mg upon cos of theta. Okay, so mass is given as 100 gram. We are converted into 0.1, then it will be 0.1 into 9.8, okay, divided by cos of theta. What is cos of theta here? We have to find the cos of theta in the previous. What was the cos of theta? Cos of theta is 0.5, okay, 0.5, 0.5591, okay, then this is equal to 1.753, okay. This will be the tension in the thread, okay. Now next we will see. Now the further equation we are going to solve now, that is question number 14. A turnable table has a constant angular speed of 45 revolution per minute. Means a table is there, a table which is having its angular velocity 45 revolution per minute. Means in 1 minute it takes the 45 revolution. Like this the turnable table we have. What we have to do, what is going on here and what is there, and what is given and what we have to find, we will see, okay. A turnable table having a 45 revolution per minute. It means in 1 minute it takes the 45 revolutions, okay. It is a turnable table. Express this in radians per second. First we have to convert this in radian per second. How to convert the revolution per minute in the radian per second? We know that multiplied by 2 pi divided by 60, okay. We have done this. N is equal to 45 revolution per minute was there, multiplied by 2 pi divided by 60. This will be equal to now radian per second. So this we have done. Second, if the radius of the turnable table is 0.5 meter, what will be the linear speed of a point on its rim? Secondly, they have asked that if the radius of the turnable table is 0.5 meter, okay, what we have done till now, we have converted the revolution per minute of a turnable table having a 45 revolution per minute into radians per second, okay, by multiplying by 2 pi divided by 60, okay. That is, we got the answer. Then after that we have asked that what is the uh, linear speed. Here, what is the linear speed of the table which is having a radius of 0.5, which is having a radius of 0.5. So the next table which is having a radius of 0.5, what will be the linear speed? Then we know that omega is equal to 0 4.71 this n 2 pi n upon pi. We know that omega is equal to 2 pi n. So now we are taking the value omega is equal to 4.71 into 180. Okay, 180 divided by pi is equal to 269 degree, means this is approximately 270 degree. Now what is the linear speed? That is, for linear speed we have to find the omega, so we find the omega first in degrees. Okay, then r is given, and this is the value of the omega, and n will be equal to 4.7123, and v is equal to now 2.356 meter per second. This is the linear speed. Okay, got it. Now further we will see. Now the further problem we are going to see, that is problem number 15, that is the extremity of the hour hand of a clock moves 1/20th as fast as the minute hand. Okay, the extremity of the hour hand moves how much faster? 1/20th faster than the our minute hand. Okay, then the minute hand. So what is the length of the hour hand if the minute hand is 10 centimeter long? Okay, got it. The extremity of the hour hand is as fast as 1/20th of then the 1/20th then the minute hand. Okay, as moves by 1/20th as fast as the minute hand. Then what is the length of the hour hand if the minute hand is 10 centimeter? We have to find the we have to find the length of the hour hand if the minute hand has a length of 10 centimeter long. We have to find the length of the hour hand when the length of the minute hand is 10 centimeter. We have to find the length of the hour hand. So what we have given is vh upon, means velocity of hour hand upon velocity of minute hand is 1/20th. Okay, and this is the circle, this is the clock. Okay, then what is given as radius as 10 centimeter. Okay, 10 centimeter, and we are converting that 10 centimeter in meter, then it will be 0.1 meter. Okay, then what will happen? We have to find the radius uh, of the hour hand. Okay, then v of h means velocity of hour hand is 20 vm. So vh will be equal to 20. Here vm will be going here in this side. Okay, this will be, then vh is equal to, we found the value of vh is equal to 20 vm. Vh is equal to 20 vm, that is vm or vh means hour and velocity of hour hand and velocity of minute hand. You should consider that. Then what we have, v is equal to r omega. Everybody knows that v is equal to r omega. So vh is equal to vr into v omega h, means we are converting this V R omega is equal to V H is equal to R H omega h, means for our hand. And then same for minute hand, Vm is equal to Rm omega m for minute. Now hour finish, and then minute also, this is for hour and this is for minute, but omega is equal to 2 pi upon capital T. So substituting the value of omega 2 pi upon T here in our for hand, that is V of h is equal to R of h into Vm will be omega h will be is equal to 2 pi upon th. This will be equation 1. For minute, it will be Vm is equal to Rm into twice m upon Tm. This will be equation number 2. Got it? So you got it, the what is the question and what we have to find. The extremity of the hour hand of the clock, the extremity of the hour hand of the clock moves fast by 1/20th of as the minute hand. Okay, then now we have to find the velocity of the minute when the wave, what is the, now as fast, what is the length of the hour hand. Now we have to find the length of the hour hand, means vh, r of h we have to find. Okay, we have to find the length of the hour hand if the minute hand is 10 centimeter long. Okay, if the minute hand is 10 centimeter, then what will be the uh, for our hand. Okay, and then we have taken the value equation r v is equal to r omega for minute hand and hour hand both, and taking this both equation, numbering them 1 and 2, and then further we will see now. Okay, r of h, what we have to find, that is r of h is equal to v of h upon v of m. Okay, into t of h upon t of m into r of m. Okay, then what is vh upon vm? Vh upon vm is vh upon vm is, here we have given that 1 upon 20. Okay, we have vh upon vm is equal to 1 upon 20. Okay, then what is th upon tm? How it is th upon tm? Th upon tm will be, if suppose for an hour hand. Okay, if suppose for an hour hand, the for our hand it takes the if our hand to take one revolution, how many hours will be give produced? If the, if this is a point where it is top of the point here of the clock is 12, and this is the minute hand, to complete this revolution. Okay, starting from here and coming to this back on this hand, how many hours will be there? Then 12 hours. Okay, and second revolution will be completing second round, for second round it will be 24, then we say that we have completed 24 hours. Okay, means one day. Now for one revolution we are taking 12. So here it will be 12 into, here it will be 60 multiplied by 60 into divided by 60 into Rm, that is 0.1 divided by 10. This 60 and this 60 get to cancel. Okay, then which is equal to 12 into 5, 12 into 5 into 20, okay, into 10. This 20 here as it is 10, which is equal to, okay, which is equal to 60 upon 100, which is equal to 0.06, which is equal to 0.0.6 meter. Okay, are you getting here now? What is going on here? RH we have to find here. It is RH we have to find. We are taking VH upon VM into here this value we are taking one equation 1 and equation 2. We are taking VH upon VM is equal to, then V RH goes on that side. This will be RH will be here. Okay. Then TH upon TM will be here. Okay. Into RM. Okay. That is this RM. Okay. Remaining is this RM we are taking, and then for one tip to convert one tip of an hour, one tip of an hour is to complete one revolution will be 12. So we are taking here 12, and then 60 divided by 100 will be 0.06 meter. Now we have to convert this into centimeter, then it will be become 6 centimeter. So R of H is equal to 6 centimeter is the answer. Got it? Now next we will see